Tonight, a burning issue in our community. Fire officials say the number of firefighters in Broome County has been declining for years.
12 News reporter Julia Gorman is tracking the problem, what it means for you now and could mean in the future. Julia?
A longtime local fireman and department chief reached out to me months ago about this alarming issue. Now I'm taking a closer look into the problem he predicts will only get worse if trends don't turn around. Tonight, we're digging deeper.
Our numbers are low for the area we cover.
Conklin native Bill Gorman,
All right, let's go.
has been a volunteer firefighter in his town for nearly 40 years.
I was 20 years old when I joined. It was 1981.
He volunteers while also working a full-time job with a full-time life.
I've done all the things that other parents do, but I've still continued to be with the fire.
No fixed schedule.
Call from Century Alarm.
Gorman is on call 24/7.
If it's in the middle of the night, we've got to get up, get dressed, go out.
It's a job that's taken him into more than just fires, saving lives both on the scene and off.
Known him for 20, 30 years, and he collapsed on the golf course. I shocked him, and he came back to life, and when he started coming back, it was like, holy crap. To this day, him and I still play golf together.
Even jeopardizing his own well-being.
The fire kind of flashed out from that while we were in there. It was one of those near misses where you go, wow, that was a little closer than you'd like it to be.
All for no pay. Are you satisfied with having done volunteer for so long?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't give it up for nothing. I wouldn't change anything.
But the reality is, the number of volunteer firefighters across Broome County, like Gorman, has been burning out for years. The Broome County Office of Emergency Services says among the 31 volunteer departments in the county, there has been a roughly 25% decrease in volunteer firefighters over the past decade. In Conklin right now,
We're like 25 members, active members now.
Gorman says the number of members fluctuates.
It seems like you get a good number and then a couple of guys leave or they don't want to do it anymore and it goes back down to 25 or so and then it'll come back up.
And while doable, their manpower is stretched thin.
We are hurting for people.
Taking away from the people who could be coming to your rescue next.
And it takes twice as long and it strains the guys that are stuck there.
He says the reasons? Time.
Probably the biggest deterrent.
Training and passion for the job.
We can't knock on people's doors and say, you know, you really should be a volunteer firefighter. They've got to want to do it.
Looking to the future is Gorman's biggest concern.
Our median age is also like 40, 45 too. It's not 20 or 30. So a lot of the guys that have been in, including myself, have 20, 30, 40 years in. And we're all getting to that point of, you know, how much longer can I keep doing this?
And without replacements.
We're only getting older, and if you don't have the younger people to replace that, then there's going to be a breakdown eventually.
That breakdown, he predicts coming sooner than later.
In my mind, in 20 years, if things don't turn around, then I don't know how much volunteer fire service you're going to see left.
And not just in Conklin.
Everybody's feeling the same effect.
If volunteer departments were to disappear, it's the wallets of taxpayers like you and I who could feel the heat. According to a 2015 report from the Firemen's Association of the State of New York, switching to statewide paid fire departments could cost taxpayers $3.35 billion annually, plus a one-time $5.95 billion to equip stations to handle the move to paid employees. So what could this mean for you? The report says property taxes statewide outside of New York City could average an increase of 26.5%, with some counties reaching up to 123%. To prevent this, Gorman says something has to change.
To help entice people more into being volunteers.
While different incentives have been proposed,
The volunteer firefighters are really kind of left on their own. They're
begging the question, does he see the problem getting better?
I really don't have the answer to that. It's all going to depend on, like I said, if more of the younger people in this county finally start getting involved.
And envisioning a future.
It would be a sad day when there was no longer a Conklin Fire Department.
He hopes.
I'm scared to think what's going to happen.
Never.
Literally scared.
Hits a spark.
Gorman emphasizes that working as a volunteer firefighter doesn't just mean running into burning homes. While you'd still need the training, there are other jobs to fill that make a meaningful difference. If you're interested in learning more on how to become a volunteer firefighter in our area, visit our website. That's wbng.com.